heartbreaker for Buffalo fans, and this would be the pedigree of championship teams.
Here goes Hurts to the end zone, and the Eagles have won it in overtime.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and them damn Eagles, man. My Eagles, my Philadelphia Eagles, soaring high above the clouds as we defeat the Buffalo Bills in an overtime, fashion. Jalen Hurts, man, this guy, I was on his ass early today. We'll get into that on what I do not like about him at times in this team. But for the most part, man, I got to give kudos to Jalen Hurts. This was like an MJ fadeaway in the game type of moment. You know what I mean? You guys are probably going to say I'm being a little overhyped because of the moment and because I'm a diehard Philly fan. But let me tell you guys something, man. Jalen Hurts is just this team, man. Like there's something to be said about this. And I tell a lot of people, man, like you guys know that I love the Philadelphia Eagles and I do not like the Dallas Cowboys as much. I'll be honest and say that I don't like the Dallas Cowboys at all. But one thing that the Philadelphia Eagles do is stick to their identity. And it's not just the way we play. It's the city. It's the town. It's the aura. It's the feeling. Like, you're not just playing players on the field. You are playing the city. And there are very few select NFL teams that I feel have that. In my opinion, I feel that the Steelers are like that. That's why they pull off ugly wins. I feel like the Buffalo Bills pull off wins. They just can't catch a break right now. But we'll give them their kudos, man. They came to play. I also feel like Green Bay is like that. It's all these little blue collar towns that a lot of people aren't fond of, or maybe the cities aren't as pleasant as in LA or Miami. But let me tell you guys something. The way that this fan base rallies around this team is deeper than football, and that's their identity. If this was a team placed in somewhere with a lot of distraction, this would not be the same team. I'm just going to be honest about it. There is nothing to do but focus on football in Philly, all sports. That's why we are a brutal fan base, because of our love and our passion. Now, all fans aren't as brutally violent and ignorant as some of these Philadelphia Eagles fans. Me watching plenty of Cowboys, Redskins, San Francisco for it. I've seen a lot of brawls in Philly. I've seen a lot. I literally see people go to games just to fight. Sad to say, but that's just the type of fan base they are. That's what makes them really root hard for teams. And though we love Jalen Hurts and we love our sports players, the moment we sense that you turn on us, we're going to boo that ass. We're going to make sure that you get out of town because it's just too rowdy. That's just what it is. But let's talk about this game and the playoff standings, and also what does this mean for those Dallas Cowboys who were preying on our downfall the whole game. As you guys know, I had to eat some crow, right? I made a video about how I believe that the Washington Commanders, the Washington Slanders, as they should be named, just got their ass handed to them on Turkey Day, right? And you guys had the right to come back and insult me and really get on my ass. I deserve that for rolling the dice and wanting to gamble on the Washington Commanders against the Dallas Cowboys. But we know that the Dallas and Eagles game is coming up soon. And I went into the bye week feeling a little iffy about the Philadelphia Eagles. And I also thought that we were going to lose this Buffalo Bills game. I actually did not believe that we would win this game because I didn't like how we played against Kansas City. But to come out and to play a game Monday, literally go through the progressions. We got an ugly win Monday and go through the middle of the week and play the way we played today and still come out with a W. Think about how tiring and taxing that is on an athlete to be able to push 250 plus 300 pound men around the field right after you just had to go to war against the team that beat you in the Super Bowl. And yet we come out and we emerge victorious. I was heated. Now let's get into the way Jalen Hurts played. I don't like the way the slow starts have been taken off. I don't know if this is strategy. I don't know what this shit is, but it's starting to really piss me off. I don't like the slow starts. I just don't. This does not look like the same offense that we ran last year. Obviously, we have a new OC, so I'm going to give him grace, but he fucking pisses me off too. Our playbook is looking very bland and ugly at times, and I do not like it. But I realize that every time we go into, the second half, I don't know if these guys go and drink Space Jam juice or whatever the hell Michael Jordan was giving out in that movie, but this team literally looks totally different. Yes, they do a fantastic job of bracketing A.J. Brown. They have a awesome tight end on the Buffalo Bills. I believe it was that Kincaid kid. He's a baller. We do not have Dallas Goedert. Obviously, he fractured his wrist. He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks supposedly, which will give us just enough time to let him get healthy enough because we could have used him a lot on a lot of the pass rush and block. We surely could have. So I know a lot of people, especially these Dallas Cowboy fans. And let me tell you guys this. Skip Bayless has the nerves to literally, man, this guy is such a sore loser, man. Like, mind you guys, I made a video last week about the Washington Commanders and how I have so much respect for Dak Prescott because Dak Prescott is truly like a baller. You know what I mean? Like, I give him his kudos. He's a great player. Even when they win, I literally say, hey, they're playing better football than the Eagles right now. Truthfully, they are, but they also are playing sub 500 teams. So they're going to look like this amongst weak teams or teams who are tanking or teams who just can't catch a break and allow the Dallas Cowboys to win. Now walk with me here. The Dallas Cowboys caught a break week 2 against the New York Jets. They also blasted the New York Giants twice. Let's just admit it. They suck. Okay? They suck. I did not believe in Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones, but he's a very highly paid backup at this point. So you walk through the Giants twice. You walk through the Commanders after they trade away key pieces and give you a nice crisp turkey and filled all your bellies on Turkey Day. And then you beat the Patriots, and we all know that Bill Belichick is stuck in 1994. And it'll make this team, the Dallas Cowboys, look good. But the truth is, they really are playing good. I like their playing scheme. I like all of it. This guy, Skip Bayless, man, he just can't help himself. He just can't help himself. It's killing this guy to admit that the Eagles just is that team. And a lot of you guys don't want to admit this. I got this pulled up on the screen. This is from Skip Bayless at 7:09 p.m. The Dallas Cowboys are obviously better than the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, Skip Bayless, we'll see December 10th, I believe, one of those games. 4 straight games they've trailed at half and been outgained. Right. We also trailed in the game with you, Skip Bayless, and we pulled out a W. Right? Do you understand that the way we play is very ugly? Okay? If you get into a fist fight with us, like I said, you're going to have a time. You're going to have something on your hand. You'll get into a fist fight with us. We're going to have 2 black eyes, and our eyes are going to be swollen shut. But boy, oh boy, we don't want to see how you look because we're going to walk out of there. We may not be able to see where we're going. We may have blood leaking from our nose, ears, and eyes, but we will succeed. That's our playing style. That's also our identity. Now, Dallas Cowboys, you guys have no identity. You don't know if you want to run the ball. You don't know if you want Mike McCarthy to call the plays. You don't know if you want Jerry Jones to run the show. You don't know if you want Dak Prescott to not move around that much. You don't know if you want Dak Prescott to throw the ball as much. Some days you have faith in him. Some days you don't. You guys don't really know your identity. I will say that with the way you guys are playing now with Dak using his legs, that's pretty much going to be your identity going forward if you want any type of success. So anyway, it goes on to say 4 straight they've lived on the edge without falling off of it. Okay, well, the truth is that's not pretty to look at, but it's a good thing to not fall off of it, right? Also, I want you guys to know that you guys are playing a schedule that for the life of me, they say that they have AWS, right? We all see the commercial with they're promoting the AWS and say that the NFL can shuffle the schedule 4 trillion ways. And that's how they come up with the schedule. Well, tell me this, Skip Bayless and Cowboy Nation. How is it you guys get all these fucking easy games, right? You guys get all these easy games, and AWS is supposed to be shuffling these games. Look at the gauntlet we are going through, right? And you guys are just praying and hoping that we will lose at least 3 out of the 5 games. It just so happened we're still only one loss, and that was early in the season when Jalen Hurts was acting like a jackass. And he goes on to say their luck will run out. Maybe so, but it wasn't today, Skip Bayless. Let's see how your luck is going to look on Thursday, because I'm flying high with my Eagles, and I'm almost certain that we're going to lock up the number 1 seed in the NFC, because our schedule gets slightly easier and your schedule gets slightly harder starting this Thursday, and I'll be locked in, and I'll make sure to make a video about that. Now, let's get back to the very important matters at hand, and that's my guy Jalen Hurts, as he is 1 of 1, as he says. It was a scoring drive, right? And as you guys can see, we didn't play a pretty game. You know, we did not. It was very ugly. Buffalo had us majority of the whole game. Look at the second quarter. They annihilated us. The third quarter, we came out and we played with a little more fire. Like I said, we go to the locker room, and I think that AJ Brown goes to the locker room and cuss everybody out. I would not be surprised. I hope that he's going into the locker room and he's grilling Jalen Hurts' ass, because it seems like every time AJ Brown grills Jalen Hurts, he comes out and play like he's a fucking madman. Or it's either that or he's mad at AJ Brown, because you guys notice he'll just lob it up. I don't know if it's out of anger or just to shut him up about not getting the ball. But whatever you're doing, AJ Brown, keep doing that shit. Now we got to wake up tomorrow and we got to hear about how Jalen Hurts should be the MVP. This is what I don't like about the media. They're going to try to say Jalen Hurts is the MVP, and then next thing you know, we're going to lose, and then they're going to say he's not the MVP. Well, you still got Lamar. You got all these other people. I get tired of the MVP discussions. I don't give a damn about that. I give a damn about the Super Bowl. And I hope that's what we locked in on, and I hope that that's where we're going. I truthfully do. Could give a damn about the MVP at this point. I need a Super Bowl first. I promise you guys, if we win the Super Bowl and I'm here in Dallas, I'll be good the next 10 years. I truthfully would. Like, I will be okay the next 10 years if we win the Super Bowl. That way I could keep talking my cowboy-ish and rubbing it in their face. Oh, and they hate me out here, guys. On that note, I just can't wait to see what Skip Bayless is going to hit us with tomorrow, guys. I'm eager to see what Dracula is going to tell us tomorrow. How lucky we are. How it doesn't matter. A win is a win, dude. Get over it. Just like if we lost, we would have to eat it. You guys, let me tell you something about Cowboy Nation. Cowboy Nation is so sad and pathetic. They used to be a team who was like us, like Philly. Violent, physical, strong, big plays, big game. Now they're a type of team that's waiting on the Philadelphia Eagles to fall out of the race. How about just playing your brand of football and focusing on that and worrying about getting ahead and not worrying about our downfall? Because truth is, you guys literally had a way more easier schedule than us, and we still managed to be on top. That's not by coincidence. So I want you guys to stuff that in your pipe and smoke on that as I sit back with my beautiful, lovely lady and enjoy my evening. So once again, congratulations to the whole Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, that was an ugly game, but I'm very proud of the Jalen Hurts moment. You have to have, and just to say this, I'm very proud of the Eagles, and you have to have key moments like Jalen Hurts did with the run-in, the QB run. That was very, very nice, and it was very, very monumental, the way he held that pose in front of the camera. Man, let me tell you guys something. This guy just wins. He knows how to talk at the podium. He knows exactly what to say. His dad raised him the right way, and I'm just glad that we picked this guy up. He gives me fits with his slow play sometimes, but I got to tip my hat off to this guy. This guy is brilliant, and he comes through it because he's a gamer. Josh Allen is a gamer. I mean, literally the same type of, we literally played our identity. The Buffalo Bills are our identity. Literally the same type of schemes, the same type of quarterback, uses his legs, big body, strong, has an arm. Jalen Hurts' arm isn't that strong, but guess what? He gets it done. He's a gamer. And I'm just glad that we came out on top. And if you're an Eagles fan listening to this channel right now, please hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel and you like the content and you're really, really rocking with it, you want to hear more future topics about the sports that I give my opinions and takes on, hit that subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section you guys' opinion on this. Give me plenty of feedback. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.